Hey everybody, it's Paul from Alexander Knife Sharpening, Laser Engraving. So I wanted to show you something I picked up not that long ago. I had a nice label printer for mailing stuff for years, and it was an expensive one, and it broke. And that was one of the reasons I stopped doing some mail order stuff. I didn't feel like buying a new printer. Also, at the time I was getting, just a ton of local work in. I still am getting a ton of local work. But now with the laser engraving, there is times I have to ship stuff. And I also still have people that when I even had on my website that I wasn't taking mail order jobs, people were still mailing me stuff. I basically said, all right, I guess I have to start taking things by mail again. But I wanted to share with you what I use for shipping. So if you are just starting out knife sharpening, one of the areas you want to get clients is via mail order, then you're going to need a label printer, or it's really nice to have a label printer. I wouldn't want to say you have to have one, but otherwise you're printing it out on a regular printer and then having to take tape and make sure it looks right and everything. It's kind of a pain. The other thing I didn't love about it was I used to have a stamps.com account, but that's a monthly subscription. And I don't know about you, but I am so sick of monthly subscription things. I mean, it seems like everything has gone to a monthly subscription. Before you know it, you're like paying ridiculous amounts of money in monthly subscription. That's why I love shippo.com is what I believe is. I'll put all the links in the video, but it doesn't cost anything. It's free to use up to a certain amount, and I have not exceeded it. I don't do tons and tons of shipping. You can see here some of the addresses and stuff I've shipped to, but I do a little bit. Every so often I need to ship something and I don't want to have to run to the post office to deal with it. So I just did some memorial rocks for somebody. I want to pack them up and get them in the mail right away. So here's the memorial rocks. They're going to go into this little box using priority mail. It's going to cost me $8.40 for 3 days via priority mail. I already put all the stuff in. So I'm just going to click next and I can buy one label. But I wanted to show you this guy back here is really what I wanted to show you is this little printer. This thing is fantastic. I absolutely love this label printer. It was like so inexpensive compared to the one that I owned before this, which was literally like over $200. I will have to look up the exact price. The current price of the Orgsta printer is $47. But what I love about it, even my other one that I paid $200 with, was so temperamental. It didn't work with sometimes it only wanted to work with Windows machines. Sometimes it only wanted to work with Mac. I have tested this little guy out on every one of my machines. And this is a Chromebook. And if you've ever had a Chromebook, they're awesome for surfing the web, but nothing works with them. This little printer even works with Chromebooks, which is so cool. So I am going to get myself this label right here. I'm going to click download. So I paid for it already. It's all ready to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this little printer in and just show you how this works. So I'm turning it on. It's got a little... So you can see it just checked the label that I had in there. So this will use rolled labels. They don't even have to be rolled. They can be flip-flopped over each other. But I am simply going to plug this in to my Chromebook. So I actually did the label on my Mac on the main computer. But because I don't have this over there, I just went online to my account. It's right on there. And now I'm going to print it and see it says USB printer needs configuration. Okay, so we'll configure it. There it is. There's my Orgsta printer. And that, did you see it? See how fast that was? That was it. Done. Look at that. And now my label is ready to go. I absolutely love this thing. It is literally almost foolproof. It works so well. And I'm just going to show you here real quick. I'm going to grab a couple more. That was the last label in that little strip. I just keep them down here below. But it even lines everything up for you. It's really amazing. So it's got a little button here. So all I got to do is set it up. I put it in here. Just make sure that the label is resting on top of the rubber right there. And just click it. and it will align the paper for you. If you press it one time, so it's really that easy to make a label. I believe they might sell a Bluetooth version of it. I don't have the Bluetooth version. I have just the regular version. It has worked just great with any one of my machines that I've plugged it into. It was very simple to set up. And I had another brand. I wanted to tell you what the name was because it was crazy expensive. I had a $200 label printer for mailing things that never worked this well, not even close. And it works with I still have so many stamps.com rolls of these because I used to use these the most. I probably have enough to last me another decade. But it works even with any basic label out there. So really happy with this label printer. It is a Orgsta, Orgsta. I'll put a link into it if any of you are thinking of getting into mail order anything. I don't care if it's laser engraving, knife sharpening. If you got to print labels, having something like this is fantastic. And if you're looking for a way to get started doing it that's not going to cost you extra money because of a monthly subscription, shippo.com is what I use. The only thing you pay for is if you want to add insurance, and I believe that's how they make their money, is that they're insuring the things that you ship through them, and that's where they make their money. But you don't even have to buy insurance. That's totally up to you if you want to get insurance. But it's worked great for me. I have been using it for several years now. Have a great day, everybody.